Welcome to Cinder's rescue mission, generated for you by AI Storytime for You. Okay, gather round, young adventurers. Let me tell you the tale of Cinder, a young dragon with scales the color of burnt embers, who lived with his mother in a cozy cave near a bustling village. Unlike most dragons who hoarded gold and guarded treasure, Cinder preferred naps and baking cookies. However, that sunny afternoon, his plans were disrupted by a loud rumble. "Cinder, darling," boomed a voice that echoed through the cave. "Wake up, sleepyhead. I need you to run an errand to the village." Cinder, still drowsy, emerged from his pile of blankets. "But Mom," he whined, "the sun is perfect for napping and cookie baking." His mother, a magnificent dragon with shimmering emerald scales, chuckled. "I know, honey, but we're out of sugar for your famous chocolate chip cookies. Remember, a hero's stomach needs fuel, especially when saving princesses from boredom." Cinder sighed dramatically. Saving princesses from boredom was his mother's favorite hero training activity. While he secretly enjoyed making them giggle with silly jokes, he'd much rather stay at home. But a dragon never disobeys his mother, especially when cookies were involved. He donned his trusty, slightly singed backpack and prepared for his flight. "Be careful, dear," his mother warned, a hint of worry in her voice. "Remember, no fire breathing in the village, and try not to scare the villagers too much." Cinder wrinkled. "Don't worry, Mom. I'll be stealthy as a shadow. Well, maybe a slightly sparkly shadow." With a flap of his wings, he soared towards the village square. Navigating the bustling marketplace was no easy feat. Cinder dodged baskets of overflowing vegetables, weaved between chattering merchants, and tried his best to ignore the delicious smells wafting from the bakery. They did have cinnamon rolls. Finally, he reached the general store, a quaint little shop with a bell chiming above the door. He entered, trying to appear small and non-threatening. This proved difficult, as even when hunched over, his head nearly grazed the ceiling. The shopkeeper, a portly man with a handlebar mustache, gaped at the sight. Hello?" Cinder mumbled, trying to sound casual. "Could I please have a bag of sugar?" The shopkeeper stammered, A dragon? In my store? But... Suddenly, a young girl with bright eyes and pigtails skipped up to Cinder. "Wow! A real dragon! Can you breathe fire?" Before Cinder could answer, a mischievous glint sparked in his eye. "Only for the nicest customers," he boomed, letting out a tiny puff of smoke that shimmered with harmless glitter. The girl squealed with delight, and soon other children gathered round, giggling and asking questions. Cinder, forgetting his initial nervousness, regaled them with stories of daring rescues, mostly exaggerated, and shared jokes, some even funny. The grumpy shopkeeper even cracked a smile. With his new friend's help, Cinder found the sugar and paid with a handful of shimmering scales, a dragon currency much appreciated in the village. As he left, the children cheered and the shopkeeper waved goodbye. Returning home, Cinder presented the sugar to his mother with a grin. "See, Mom, another successful rescue mission." His mother raised an eyebrow. "Rescue mission? From what?" Cinder sheepishly recounted his adventure, leaving out the part about accidentally setting a teapot on fire, a minor detail. His mother chuckled, shaking her head. "You have a way with words, Cinder. But remember, sometimes the bravest heroes are the kindest ones." That night, as they baked cookies under the twinkling stars, Cinder realized his mother was right. Being a hero wasn't just about grand gestures, it was about making others smile. And even if it meant facing his fear of crowds and sharing his precious glitter smoke, and who knows, maybe someday he'd rescue a princess from boredom too, with a plate of warm, delicious cookies, of course. Cinder's rescue mission was brought to you by AI Storytime for You. The story was generated by Google's Gemini, illustrated by Adobe Firefly, AI prompts and narration done by Brad Ryder. Thank you for your time. We hope that you have enjoyed this program. Please subscribe to be notified for future story times.